Friends, welcome back to East Texas Kitchen. I'm Mama Steph here with our friend Shalene McNeill from the Texas Beef Council. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Always so happy to have you here.
Fun to be here.
Look, this is looking like fall. I am so happy about all of this. What are we making?
Well, we're here to remind you that there is more to life than pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, yeah.
What about a sweet potato pie? Pies are great for dessert, but they're also really good for dinner.
Yeah, this is a nice savory option, I'm sure.
Yes,
it looks
that's
wonderful.
what we've got. Our friends at Beef Loving Texans have a wonderful idea for you. We're just starting off with some easy, versatile, lean ground beef. I like 90% lean ground beef. You get a flavor without all the extra fat.
Right.
And then I've just added some onions, jalapenos, and garlic. So very basic seasoning.
Very easy, right.
Then what we're going to do is I'm going to take some water and I'm going to add in some of my favorite Southwestern seasonings.
Oh,
but
nice.
one that you might not think about all the time is a dry mustard. So a little bit of dry mustard just gives it some pop.
That does have a
some
nice
chili
flavor.
powder, some paprika, a little cumin. These are things most people probably
Most
have
of
in
us
their
have all of
pantry.
this,
A little
for sure.
oregano, and then some pepper. And so we're going to mix that together and get that nice and hot and let it simmer and get all those flavors and seasonings kind of spread throughout. And then what we're going to do, once that simmers a little bit, it gets nice and hot, we're going to add in some tender cooked sweet potatoes.
Okay.
But I just cooked them in advance. You can buy them actually ready bought
You
too
sure
if you want to do that.
Yes.
And a little bit of cheese. So some Mexican cheese. I used reduced fat this time so that save a few calories.
Right.
You're still getting all the iron, zinc, and protein from the beef, the calcium, and a little bit more protein from the cheese. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix that together, and I'm going to let it kind of melt while I talk about our pie crust a little bit, because we're just going to buy refrigerated or frozen pie crust.
Smart. That's a good shortcut.
And we've got a neat little tip that we're going to show you here that we wanted to share. We always like to share our hacks at Beef
You're
Loving
so
Texas.
good at hacks. Yes. I love it.
In this case, one of the hacks, obviously, is we already bought our pie crust ready for us.
For sure.
And we're going to take our mixture, and I'm going to add it to, see, the cheese is already melted.
Yes.
So I'm going to add that in, that cheesy mixture in there. And you can see how easy this is and how quick we're putting it together. So I've done that, and then you're going to help me. You already got that topper of that pie crust on there.
I took it out of the other tin and rolled it out a little bit as you instructed me.
And you did perfect. And then we're just going to kind of roll it together. You can use this little pinch. I like pinching it. You could use a fork if you want to have a little bit of a decorative edge.
And I like kind of that it'll be a rustic look anyway. I like that handmade look.
I do
Even when it's not handmade, nobody has to know.
I do too. It makes it actually so much more homemade looking.
It does.
And I just took this round
you're
piece of foil.
protecting those edges.
That's exactly what I'm doing so that they don't get too far ahead of us in the oven.
This is a Thanksgiving tip. Y'all save this idea for Thanksgiving
This
pies.
will work great. And then we're just going to take that and put it in the oven at 400 for about 45 minutes to an hour until it looks ready to eat.
Look at that.
It's just scrumptious and delicious.
Beautiful. Oh, look at that. It looks like Thanksgiving.
Yummy. I paired it with a salad. You could put anything. It doesn't even need to decide. It's sweet and savory, delicious and hearty.
I love this idea, and I love sweet potatoes. We have the Gilmer Jamboree. We have the Golden Sweet Potato Festival.
Perfect.
So we have lots of good sweet potatoes in East Texas. And I also thought if you aren't a fan of sweet potatoes, you could even use cubed butternut squash or acorn squash.
That would be delicious.
Yeah.
You could use regular potatoes.
You really could.
To do that.
Yeah, you really could. So this is a great idea to customize the way that you and your family would enjoy it. So Shalene, thank you so much for coming back. We always love it when Shalene is here with her great ideas from the Texas Beef Council. And now we're going to just toss it right back